Okay, y'all, so welcome to another episode of New Life Furniture. We're in the car. We just went up, picked up another freebie off of Craigslist. So again, just showing you as easy as that. You jump in, you make the phone call, you get in contact with the person. They got a freebie, go pick it up. We got it in the back here, right? Don't know if you guys see the leg, but it's ready to go. So now we're gonna run home, take a couple before and after photos, or some before photos, and then distressed look, farmhouse, rustic chic. So let's go ahead and do that. Ooh-wee! Another project on the way, let's go! What's up, you guys? It's Kyle, back for another episode of New Life Furniture. Thanks for joining me. If you've subscribed, you're the best. If you haven't, smash that subscribe button. We're always doing fun projects over here. So I'm working on 2 tables today. Another video we're shooting. We're just getting some sanding done today. So I want to show you this one we picked up right here. It's a beautiful black table. Really nice, heavy. I mean, this thing is big. You're going to make some nice money on a good flip on something that quality. So as you see, it's already painted black. Not our usual style, but I think because the paint is such good quality on it and such a good color, I find, I'm just going to rough it up a little bit and then just clear coat over the whole thing after we clean it up. We're gonna take our belt sander, 60 grit sandpaper as usual, and we're just gonna try to take off that top layer here, expose it, and then probably go back over it with an orbital 60 grit sandpaper just to smooth it out and get all those small edges. So you can see here, we already kind of went onto it, exposing, seeing what kind of good quality wood there is, and yeah, this is a nice table, so this is gonna do great. On this table now, you can see we gave it the old distressed look as well. 60 grit sandpaper. I hit it with the orbital, and then I also hit it with the triangular sandpaper machine that we really like to use. And we just kind of really roughed it up, gave it that really used look out there. So should be good. I think we're pretty happy with that. The top's coming out real nice. Don't want to get any other stains in that. So like I said, same with both of these tables. You'll probably see this video before you see this one, but we're gonna throw some Jacobine on top of that table, all around, filled the whole table out. If we like what we see, clear coat the whole thing with that poly. Oh, we got our cloth. We got our other cloths that we're gonna dip in, rub it on, not too heavy. Just make sure you coat over everything, and then take your cloth and wipe it clean and take off all that extra residue to the way you want it to look. We got the stain rubbed down on all over the legs here. As you can see with the black, it's a little different, but that's okay. I think the overall look's still gonna look good. Let's go ahead and see how this looks on the top as we rub some of that stain in here and see how this is gonna look. This is the most exciting part as usual, right? This is what everyone waits for. Really make sure we get it under that lip, under that edge. And let's see how this is going to turn out. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I'm liking that. I am liking that. Ooh. So, ooh, that's going to look good. Let's go ahead, finish the rest. Check it out, y'all. Check it out. Looking good. Ooh, you got to love that. So let it dry for 24 hours, and then we'll go ahead and throw on that poly clear coat. Okay, y'all, so we let it dry for 24 hours. The top ended up being, with one coat of the Jacobine mini wax stain, ended up just being a little bit too light for me. You were still able to see a lot of the original hard to get areas, which was kind of like a redder stain, and it just didn't really flow as well. So with these exposed pieces on the black kind of being really light and not really taking in the stain for some reason, I kind of went with a double coat. So put another coat, heavier and thick, of the Jacobine stain, and just let that settle overnight here, and we'll see how that turns out. And I think we're gonna like how the mixture, the contrast of a nice, beautiful glossy top to a real rustic kind of lighter bottom is going to be better. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually aggressively do more of the legs with the distress because I think it's a little too patchy, not really as fluid as I want. So I think 1 or 2 of the legs I'm going to have to do really hard and just kind of sporadically put a little bit more of those markings around. But I think with this darker top, that's going to be a little bit better way. So we'll see how that goes and how it takes, and just keep practicing and see how things go. But that's going to be the better way to try to get rid of all these markings and make it more smooth to what people want. Okay, so we've put the second coat of our Jacobin stain on it. The first coat went on, let it dry for 24 hours. Second coat we put on, rubbed it off, let it dry for 24 hours. And now we got a nice deeper coat. Still kind of sticky from the second coat, so be cautious. You know, most time I just do 1 coat and that's the color. But on this one, I really wanted to get it a little bit darker so we can hide a little bit of these red seams that we couldn't get rid of. So I think that one's going to look good. So let's take our clear, throw it on the top. We're going to clear in the top tonight and not do the bottom. And I'm actually going to distress this more with a sander. And then I'll clean that out and clear coat that after. I'm clear coating this first because obviously with this being a little tackier, being a second coat and not drying, adhering as good, I want to capture and keep that in with the clear coat now. And I don't want to sand it, have all the minuscule sand abrasions all over, and then clear coat and seal that in. So this way we'll just clear coat, get a nice cover, sand it, everything's still coated and protected, and then we'll be able to seal the bottom on our last. So let's go ahead and throw on some clear. Okay, y'all, so we resanded the top down with a 120 grit sandpaper just to kind of get it back to smooth. We put that clear coat on, sealed in that brown that we wanted after the second coat. But because it was a second coat, obviously it was a little bit more sticky. It grabbed a couple of bugs, kept a couple of other dust particles in there. So we took the 120, sanded it out. Now it's nice and smooth, ready for another last clear coat. We took the 60 grit orbital, hit all the sides, just kind of damaged it up a little more rustic, really put some aggressive distress marks in it. And yeah, now we're gonna take our Jacobin stain, rub over the whole base, not the top, let it dry for 24 hours, and then clear coat the bottom and the top, and that's it. The way it looks is the way it's gotta look. Sometimes you don't get exactly what you want, but sometimes you're surprised by how it turns out in the end. It's final clear coating day. We let the stain settle for more than 24 hours and we got a new brush ready to go. So let's put our polyurethane clear coat over the base all the way to finishing to the top.
Oh,